1, drop it. I'm sipping on hypnotic. I'm smoking on that chronic. Bass on the floor make you lose.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is DDubble, but you can just call me Dell, and welcome to the team builder portion of our video. Unfortunately, we did experience a little bit of technical difficulties as we lost our Discord, and my Discord had wonderful, beautiful team builder slides on it. Big shout out to Brody for making those. We don't have those this week because, like I said, my Discord was lost. So I couldn't take the images, and I wasn't able to message Brody to get the team builders back in slide. So instead, we're just going to have a quick little rundown here before we get into the battle. You will see a timestamp on your screen right now of the time that you can skip to if you'd like to just watch the battle versus Goldoa, who we are taking on this week. And the Goldoa's team is actually quite intimidating. Lots of big threats: Greninja, Mew, Zapdos, Garchomp, things like that. Some annoying Hazard Sack with the Fortress, Hisuian Decidueye, also a little bit annoying. And then a major key factor in a Ceruledge. Our team this week, we have starting off our Iron Valiant, Spirit Break, Knockoff, Fire Punch, Shadow Sneak. The mons that I had just gone over that Goldoa has. This thing covers extremely well, revenges basically every single thing on his team. The unfortunate part is we do not outspeed Greninja, and I don't really have the option of running Iron Valiant, Scarf, or Booster this week, as it will need to come in multiple times, and the ability to switch up its moves is quite useful. Pixie Plate allows us to 2-hit KO basically everything outside of a max fully defensive Zapdos. So fingers crossed he doesn't bring that. And then besides that, there's nothing else too special about it. It really just covers basically everything on his team. The speed tier is there to outspeed a Garchomp, which we do. And yeah, moving on now, we have our Alomomola, Liquidation, Play Rough, Ice Beam, Mirror Coat, AV Regenerator. Now the Aloe takes 2 specs Grass Knots after a T-Spike, or after a regular spike. It checks and pivots on specs Greninja, which is a humongous issue for this team. Play Rough breaks sub through a Taunt Battle Bond set, and it can also punish like a lot of his lead options with like Fortress and stuff like that. If it's like, you know, he wants to be like a lead Greninja and then pivot into his Fortress, or just any kind of hazard stack, that kind of stuff. He can do some good damage if that is the case. Next up, we have our Donphan. Now, this is just pretty standard defensive Donphan here. Earthquake, Ice Spin, or Stealth Rock, Rapid Spin. Rocks are very important for us this match, so I need to really make it a point of trying to get them up at any given opportunity. Maintaining Donphan allows us to not die to 2 banded Garchomp EQs after rocks. It also lives +2 Garchomp if it Swords Dances after hazards. And then basically we just threw the rest of our EVs there into attack, allowing us to kind of, you know, do some more damage. We're going to do a chunk to the Garchomp. Earthquake hits basically everything on his team. If we have to make a hard call on the Zapdos, we can make a hard call on the Zapdos. Thunderous this week is Thunder Punch, Acrobatics, Bulk Up, Substitute. The set that we are running is specifically to set up on either Fortress or Garchomp. Now, if I bulk up once, I do not have my substitute broken by a Garchomp Dragon Tail. If I bulk up twice, I do not have my substitute broken by a bulky Garchomp Swords Danced Dragon Claw, which is also super nice. If it's like an Adamant Garchomp or something like that, then we run into some rolls. If it's a Jolly Chomp, then once again, running into some rolls, but those rolls are way more in our favor. So that's ideal. We can also substitute on Hisuian Decidueye really easily, as if it does drop our defense, we will get the Defiant boost, which is super nice. Other than like Greninja, this thing isn't checked by anything, and it will not be revenged. And then ideally the Greninja is, you know, more physically based this week. Just considering the scope of our team and our SpDef walls, fingers crossed on that. Now, our next Pokemon up is Hisuian Guja, Draco Meteor, Ice Beam, Flash Cannon, Dragon Tail, AV. We're rocking out with as much defense as possible. Minimal Spadef is needed to check things like Zapdos and Greninja. This allows us to live close combats from a +1 Mew. Besides that, it's nothing too flashy. It's really just here as a phaser, get things out that are causing us some issues. If the Greninja becomes a major key threat, we can live a low kick. We cannot live 2, which is a good thing at least, because it allows us to Dragon Tail it out, forcing it to take some more hazards, hopefully some Life Orb damage mixed in there, and then the Dragon Tail and all that good things. So yeah, that's our Hisuian Gudra this week. And our final Pokemon is Choice Scarf, Tyranitar, Unnerve, Dark Pulse, Ice Beam, Flamethrower, Power Gem. I really like this set. I think this could be a super fun, piece for us. And it's also a really great tech, having Unnerve there. Ice Beam to hit the Garchomp. We will outspeed Garchomp due to our Choice Scarf. And even if it is Yachi Berry, it will not pop. Colbur Berry on a Mew will not pop. Oh no, what's the Fire Berry? The Fire Berry on Fortress will not pop if it has that. And Charity Berry on something like Zapdos or Ceruledge will also not pop, which is super nice. T-Tar realistically just here is a good revenge killer. The problem with our team this week is we do have a large Greninja issue, so I have to play around the Greninja well, and as long as I don't lose a bunch of key pieces before, or to the Greninja, I would say, we're in a very good position, and we can definitely offensively out-pressure Goldoa with our mix of balance and tanking abilities. So if you guys made it this far, I will see you in the video, and thank you so much for watching. Next week, I promise I will have much prettier draft slides or team builder slides that you can look at, and I will also have face cam and stuff. But for this week, this is what you get. I'll see you in the next part of the video. Take care. Bye-bye. Searching for a 3, 2, 1. Hello and welcome back. My name is DDubble, but you can just call me Dell, and this is the opener, the home opener for the GBA Season 10. I'm your head coach, the Edmonton Coilers. Today we are taking on Goldoa Dragon and the New York Empoleon, assistant coach Addison. Super excited for this matchup, and it looks like Goldoa brought almost every single thing I prepped for. He brought Mew instead of Fortress, so outside of that, we should be in a really good position here. I'm a little hopped up on some energy. We're in a really good mood today. I'm feeling good about this. I'm just pumped to freaking be here. This could be a blast. Okay, so things to lead with. Horkoff or Donphan, probably the safe option. Outside of an Ice Beam Mew, things like that. But if it's Mew, we can maneuver around it. Zapdos, kind of annoying, but we have good checks everywhere else. If you guys haven't already, please go check out the team builder for this. It'll kind of explain a lot of these sets. I'll go over them as best I can during the battle, but the whole main purpose of this is to kind of kick some ass and take some names. We want to be the upper echelon of the GBA this year. We want to come out with a good showing. Opening match for GBA. I mean, you can't ask for more than that. Let's coil up, baby. Let's get this W. Good luck, have fun to Goldoa. I'm pumped. This is going to be great. Okay, here we go. Here we freaking go. Ooh, Goldoa has only selected 5 mons, so we are just going to quick cut here, restart. Don't mind it all. And he's going to lead with his Zapdos as I led with my Donphan, so that's fine. Literally 0 issues with resetting here. So we are going to run, and we're just going to cut. Hey, and Goldoa sends out Soaring Wings, the Zapdos. That is the lead, and we are leading our Horkoff, the Donphan. A lovely shiny Donphan. Not staying in at all. Screw this. If he Volt Switches, he Volt Switches. I'm not taking a Hurricane. I ain't about that life. Don't really want to deal with that. That's going to suck. Not a fan of that. Let's see what we got here. I'm going into Paul Coffey, the Hisuian Gudra. I love the shiny on this thing. Hurricanes, we're going to eat it. He misses. It doesn't matter a ton, but obviously chip is chip. So good for us. At this point, what is his switch into this? It is probably the Mew. Mew is the easier Draco switch in. At that point,
I mean, safe play is the Ice Beam. We don't want to overplay. He probably Volt switches. Mew coming in is Mew coming in. We could Dragon Tail. We could also hard double. But it's going to be a Volt switch out of him. So it's really just take your damage and go from there. I think what we can do here is... I think we just Draco for damage. There's really not a downside of it. We can always Dragon Tail next turn. He does U-turn. Good play on my opponent's behalf. Goldoa switching out, hopefully, into something we can drop a Draco on. Mew is realistically the safest play. He could go Ceruledge, Zangoose if he wants to try to pop the Toxic Orb against us. But we do have switch-ins to that. We still have our Sturdy Donphan. No hazards outside of a potential stacking Mew. So this will be good damage for us. We can Draco. This will be good chip. Do I learn anything from that damage? Suyin Gudra to a Mew. We have to remember, level 50. Draco, 38 to 45. Looks about correct for a max HP Mew. So I'm assuming this is some version of Hazard. Realistically speaking here, if he's close combat or anything like that, switching will suck a little bit. Special Mew could drop Draco, could be Focus Blast. Horkoff is a good mid-ground. We could also Dragon Tail here, preventing any kind of issues with a setup Mew. So I think I'm just going to detail here. There's not a whole lot this Mew can realistically do to us. It just Earth Powers. We're going to eat this. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And we detail, we get rid of the Mew. This is going to be a good chip. Mew now below 50%. We need to keep that in mind. Mew is now 50%. There it is. There's my little sheet of paper. I did not get a pen out, so we get the lovely Coilers green highlighter. Ooh, Warmonk dragged out. A little unfortunate for us. Gonna be a little difficult to switch into this guy. Easily revenged, mind you, but not great switch in. Mew half. Max HP. Zangoose at full. Well, if it's Swords Dance, that sucks a little bit. If it's Donphan, Zangoose. Swords Dance. Donphan. 50. Ooh, Facade is a 2-hit KO. That's not ideal. But it is our safest play, realistically speaking. Yeah, I think we're gonna have to pull the trigger on that one. Donphan, you know, can kind of check Garchomp later, but we have Aloe too. This is the best option. If he SDs, he SDs. We will have our Sturdy. In an ideal world, it's an SD. It's not a Facade outright. Could close combat as well. Does just CC. We might eat this. Yep, we eat that up. So we do see... So this could be a roll at this point. 124. CC. Ooh, it's a roll on a Facade. Do we take the roll? He might not want to take the roll. It is kind of a hard call on his behalf to try to take this. Let's see. Close combat. Do I learn anything? CC damage was 33 to... Oh, I mean, we kind of just have to attack what's in front of us here. Earthquake is fine. If he goes into the Zapdos, it is what it is. It'll be a bit of a pivot fight, but that's okay. I think here we can get our rocks up because Valiant revenges really easily, and so does our Thundy. I don't want to be on the back foot, though. No, we're going to Earthquake. We don't want to give this thing any free damage. He does Facade. This is a roll to kill. If he's Jolly, we does get the roll. 50-50. Literally a 50% roll there, so nothing we can realistically do about it. If he's Adamant, that's a guarantee. However, we do revenge this, so this is not the biggest of concern. I want to see if our Thundurus revenges it at all with Thunder Punch. It's not at 50%, so our Thundy is not going to be able to revenge it. Does our Tyranitar revenge this? Not quite. So we do have to go into our Iron Valiant. Valiant revenges this. Quick Attack's only going to do 33 to 41%. So we are going into our Valiant. This is a safe play. Quick Attack damage does suck a little bit, but there's not, you know, whatever. It is what it is. Spirit Break will secure a kill from here with Terra Fairy, and his switch-ins are non-existent. If it is defensive Zapdos and we get staticked, we get staticked. You know, that is what it is. It's a 30% chance. I'm going to say we're not going to get static because he got the 50% roll on the Facade if he is Jolly Zang. Quick attack's not going to do a ton of damage to us here if it's even if it's adamant. Even if it's adamant quick attack, it's only 37 to 43%. So might be time for Kurt's favorite game of pick your sack. Let's see. Terra Valiant, Terra Fairy. We're going to absolutely munch this. Quick attack will do a decent chunk to us, of course, but, you know, we outspeed. We know he's not Scarf. We don't have to worry about it. Valiant is the safe play here, so we are not on the defensive back foot. Yep, Eaton. 153 to 93. Oh, you know, he's probably adamant, actually. Judging based on that damage, that could have been a low roll adamant or a very high roll jolly. So it would have been like an uber high roll jolly or a very low roll adamant. So doesn't matter realistically here. Iron Valiant, no safe switch-ins. It's probably going to be a Zapdos. That is the only thing realistically on his team outside of a Scarfer that can safely switch into this thing, and it would have to be fully defensive Zapdos. We know Mew is max HP. Based on the Dragon Tail damage, it didn't look like it's max defense. Zapdos does come out. Now, defensive Zapdos takes 39 to 47%. I'm not going to mess around with rolls. He can very easily U-turn, but I think I can pivot around him better. So we are just going to go into our safest play, which is Coffee here. Don't need to overplay in these situations. We need to keep Valiant available for the late game. This is a full cleaner, especially with no Fortress on the other side and Mew being below 50%. Getting Rocks up would have been ideal with Donphan if we did get that roll. Granted, I Earthquaked anyway, so it didn't really matter. But I need some chip on this Zapdos. So we have to get into a position where we can chip Zapdos here. He does this U-turn again. That's fine. I think the next time around, we're going to go into our T-Tar on the U-turn to try to bait in something, because we are on Nerve Scarf, and I do believe he will end up going into something that we can at least chunk or get a big KO on through, like, Unnerve not being like a Cold Berry Mew or a Yachi Berry Garchomp or something along those lines. So he's doing a good job pivoting around. Nothing else I can realistically do about it, though. We do have to get Thundy in sooner than later, however. Thundy is a very key piece of winning this game. Garchomp, hopefully it's Tank Chomp. If it's an offensive Chomp, a little bit different for us, but we do outspeed it anyways with our Thundurus, so I'm not overly concerned. Could go back into the Mew. Yeah, so we're going to see here. Blue Doa. It is his Garchomp. Now, two trains of thought here. I mean, realistically, Thundy is the play every single time, because this is Earthquake or Dragon Claw. Offensive Dragon Claw to my Thundy. (48 to 57%). So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go into this. Hopefully, he gets a decent roll out of me, and he doesn't SD. Hopefully this is, you know, it's a pretty safe play. If he Stone Edges, he Stone Edges. It's a good play on his behalf. Earthquake, nice, awesome, perfect. Okay, so 2 options here. I think we just bulk up. I think realistically we bulk up. We try to break. If we bulk up and he details, not a lot of bad stuff happens. So we bulk up. We bulk up into a sub. Gren can come in though, so I think we might actually sub first and then bulk up. Yes, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna sub first, because if Gren comes in, that's a little scary. Sub. We're gonna see what he goes for. We're gonna know he's not choiced at this point. Spikes. Oh, this is ideal. This is ideal, because bulk up can. Oh, this can run away with it now. There's a very high chance that this can just start running away. We're gonna bulk up. Come on, Thundy. Come on, Thundy. Let's go, Hemsky. Let's go, Hemsky. Alesh Hemsky. Back the other way. Let's see. Poison Jab. I don't know if that breaks. Ah, it does. Okay. I think that's a roll, though. Poison Jab. That's a max roll. I'm subbing again. That's a max roll Poison Jab if he's offensive. Granted, I don't know what his item is. We know it's not expert belt. It can't be. Maybe it's a poison barb, but that would be the only thing that's giving him a boost to break me. It's 22 to 25.9 to break the sub. So if we get the low roll here, we're in a great spot. I don't want to be poisoned, and I'd like to pop my citrus berry though. So we are gonna sub here. And the HP is wrong. I don't understand. I did this in mocks. We did it on Showdown beforehand, and it worked with this HP, and now in-game it's not working. So, and he just double high-rolled me, which does suck a little bit. If we go +2 with no item, how much are we doing to this thing? I think our best bet at this point is to just bulk up because he will pop our berry. He's probably Rocky. Very unfortunate, though. He's max rolling me unless he's an adamant chomp. But if he's adamant chomp, that's... I just don't... I'm going to bulk up here. I'm going to bulk up. Barring a poison, we're in a really good position. We go +2/+2. Poison jab, we should eat this. 78 down to 50. Citrus pops, so it's 78 down to 50. I just don't believe that he's adamant. So at this point, he cannot break my sub. So this is where we sub. Then we'll acro next turn. He has nothing that can break my sub at this point. Sword Dance. Yeah, that's fine. He's not +2, but what he doesn't know is I kill. 2 acros kills. Unless he's like Rough Skin Rocky Helmet, but this is fine. This is a fine trade for me. If he's Rough Skin Rocky Helmet, that's going to do a ton to me. But Rough Skin. No helmet. He jabs again. So his revenge killer out of this will be the Greninja. I mean, he's not Salic. You can't have Cut Step, so this is fine. Okay, we maneuver around the Garchomp. Yeah, a couple potential high rolls with Poison Jab there, costing us a little bit of time and a lot of HP. But, you know, that is what it is. We're going to keep Thundy around as a sack for the late game here, because Greninja will be his Revenger. It should be, or it'll be a Scarfer. Aloe comes in on Greninja every single time. And then, realistically, it's just the Zapdos in the back. Now, the tricky part is we have to kill Zapdos with Tyranitar, realistically. Because Valiant being low, not ideal. Yeah, that's... I'm fairly confident he was getting a couple rolls there with the Garchomp, which is a little unfortunate for us. Unless my calc's off, I don't know. Also, the difference between Showdown and Mons is beyond confusing to me. I don't understand. Yeah, I just don't understand. I don't understand how the sub numbers work, apparently. So Roulege. Now, this just tells me you're Shadow Sneaking. This is 100% a Shadow Sneak. But I also don't want to just give him T-Tot. Yeah, this screams Shadow Sneak. I think I have to let him, though. If he tears and he, like, bulks up or something like that, though, then we punish. Just sneaks. We don't see the Terra. I'm assuming he wants to stay Ghost. He could be Terra Fairy. He could have close combat. No, Cerulege. Into Yari Curry. Close combat's gonna nuke us. Need HP on Aloe. Coffee can't take a CC. Does Iron Valiant Revenge from this range? With a knockoff, it does. However, he can kill. just comes down to what I want. Because if he's Terra Fire, I'm only doing 44 to 52%, and he's 100% killing me with a Bitter Blade. And then he's getting HP back, too. I think our option here... T-Tar. I think we have to go T-Tar. This is tricky. I don't think I misplayed the Thundy. I think I got a little unlucky there. T-Tar has to kind of come up clutch here. Power Gem is a good play no matter what, unless he's Terra Fairy. If he is Terra Fairy, that sucks. But Tyranitar... I mean, Gem is the option, right? That's our play every single time here. Little scary. Little scary right now. We are playing him close, but we're just on the back foot. The pivoting Zapdos was not expected. I'm really hoping this is Terra Fire. Based on the fact that he saved it, though, I'm assuming Terra Fairy. Fairy, yeah, that's unfortunate. Power Gem's going to do 36 to 44%. Barring a bulk up, we're in a good position. This is good damage, though. And then we can revenge with our Valiant after the fact. So CC does kill. We do get to see a potential item. No item, so I'm assuming not Expert Velt. Not anything like that. Spirit Break does... Yeah, Spirit Break is a guaranteed kill here, so we are going to go back into our Valiant. That Zapdos is still really scary, though, in the back. The Spike does suck a little bit. Knock, definitely not killing. We are just going to Spirit Break. Shadow Sneak is not going to kill us from here. It's 22 to 29%. We are at 74 HP. So we will... This is going to do a decent little chunk to us. His switch-ins are probably just Zapdos. That, once again, Mew is also below half. But we have to keep Valiant around. The Spike is a little concerning, though. Spike does suck. If he sneaks here, we're in a tricky position. Oh, he does withdraw. Okay, this is ideal. We might 2-hit KO this Zapdos, depending. Depending on what its spread is, we have a chance. Terra Fairy, let's see. Oh, we're just outside. Special attack drop is nice. I don't think it's max defense. Is it a roll? Do I have to take the roll? Do I hard call him U-turning? Because if I get Goodra in, this is one of those dick on the table moments. You either go into your Goodra, he pivots around, he brings back in his Ceruledge. I lose Goodra then. If I lose Goodra, I lose. So in this situation, I think I have to bank on him missing. He is -1. Volt Switch is a roll. Thunderbolt might be a roll to kill. He's got to hit a Hurricane too. Fuck it. Fuck it, we ball. We gotta get lucky here. We gotta get lucky. We gotta get lucky. Give me a high roll. Give me a high roll. I deserve one. I deserve one. I deserve it. I deserve it. I deserve it. Low roll. Miss Hurricane. Miss. 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 Oh, -2. He roosts. Okay. He's now -2 though. I think he's just banking on a para. Oh man, he got a U-turn there. Shit. He's playing with a crit too. Oh, I just don't want to give him this at max HP. It's kind of the hard part. How do I revenge this? It's got to be Goodra after the fact. I don't know if Aloe can clean this out, but I think I need to high roll. Dang, I could have went Goodra on the roost. Ah, no, but then he'd been max HP. Tricky one. Tricky spot to be in. We're also playing... He's definitely static, too, so we're playing with the para. Another special. We're good. That's 3. We do get parried, though. That super sucks. Miss. Miss Hurricane. Miss. Okay, he roosts again. So this is unfortunate. This is super unfortunate. Nock's not going to do anything. He is -3. If I'm him, I'm Volt Switching here. have to just break again. Sneak might have been the well, I don't outspeed him anyways with either of my mons in the back, so. Does withdraw. Banking on a full para, I'm assuming. Mew will die to this. Mew dies, barring a full para. Oh, Citrus. Interesting. Okay. Spirit Break. Mew should get blown back here, because we do have Shadow Sneak too, so. That's okay. So I think he's underestimating the fact that I have Sneak here. Nice, we get Sneak off. Okay, Mew dies. This is okay still. So Ruledge, I don't know, especially because it's Terra Fairy at this point. Sneak's only 18 to 22%, and I don't have damage on the Ceruledge. I think we lose to Ledge, which is a little unfortunate. We got a chance, though. Like, I got to get a little lucky, of course, but we're still in this. I'm happy I changed Taunt to Sneak because, realistically, I just wasn't clicking Taunt and Mox against Owen, so I changed it to Sneak last minute. Does come up clutch there because we would have lost Valiant to Mew if it did have Psychic. He's also now in a position where he has to hit a Hurricane, I'm pretty sure. Because I don't think he's T-Bolt. I think he's Roost, Hurricane, Engage. Greninja, okay. Well, we have a switch into Gren every single time, which is our Alomomola. If it is U-turn, it is what it is. But I don't see a world where he Grass Knots an Iron Valiant, right? Like, Specs Gren. Grass Knot. Oh, Grass Knot would have killed. So he might have Grass Knot in here. Spike. Aerial Ace. Okay, that's okay. Physical Gren. Life Orb as well. So Life Orb, Physical Greninja, or it's mixed. Very high chance it could be mixed. Judging based on that damage, I'm going to say... I mean, I'm gonna judge. I'm gonna say he's timid. I think he's timid. So he's a flying type now. We could Ice Beam. What's he have in the back? Realistically, in the back, he's got Ledge, Zap, Mew. Liquidation's also a play. Mirror Coat, realistically, the safest option. I don't really want to reveal it, though. This could be game losing. I think I have to Mirror Coat on him clicking Grass Knot. If he U-turns, he U-turns. Spikes. Dang, good play, good play. Good play on my opponent's behalf. Should have just attacked with an Ice Beam there. That's unfortunate. I think that will scare him out, though, into not attacking me. So I'm going to Ice Beam now, because we do know it's a flying type. I'm hoping we see another set of spikes go up. Okay, he does withdraw. Please be Zapdos. Please give me a freeze. Be Zapdos, give me a freeze. Zapdos, freeze. Freeze, 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 freeze. I've never asked for anything. Except a lot this game. But freeze. Freeze. Ah, you know, for a split second I thought. Well, he saw Mirror Coat, right? Like... Thunderbolt's not killing me. He could Roost again. Which would suck. In this situation, that would be very unfortunate. I think we're going to save our regen, though, because if he U-turns, he U-turns. I need the HP on Aloe in this situation. We're really playing to get lucked out here and hopefully for Goldola to choke. Because having our Valiant Parrot is just unfortunate. Does Roost. It's okay. Guja. Zapdos, it's a defensive Zap. It's not a lot he can realistically do to me. Ice Beam also doing 40 to 48% if it's a defensive set. If he goes Gren after, we're assuming physical Gren with low kick. U-turn, little chip. Yeah, physical Gren kind of a problem. Back into Engage. And if I Draco there, Draco would have been demon. Would it have mattered? Would Draco have taught him? Draco would have done 70 to 83%. That could have been a huge choke. This is screaming low kick to me. Just yelling low kick. I'm going to go back into the fish. It's just beaming low kick to me. So I'm going to switch into Aloe. Spikes again. Dang, dude. Okay. I guess he doesn't have it then. This situation, he spiked. So, I mean, I'm just going to Ice Beam again. Could play rough. Play rough, play rough, play rough. I think we just play rough. He does withdraw again. Dang. If it's Zapdos again, that's, you know, that is what it is. Soaring Wing. Could Ice Beam. We get the attack drop, thank God. And he pairs us again. Dang, dude. Super unfortunate. Well, we can Mirror Coat. He could just Roost. That is a thing that he could do. I'm going to Mirror Coat. Because I don't think his Gren has low kick at this point. I know I live 1. I'm assuming he thinks I'm full Fizz Def as well. Which I am, but I am AV. So I will take a hit from anything this Zapdos wants to do. Thunderbolt, we're going to eat this. No para, no para, no para, no para, no para. Mirror Coat is going to do a ton. Nice. Okay, we got a kill. Okay, alright. Okay. Position that we are in. The position that we are in is still kind of losing to Gren. Rune Sword. This is the Cerulege again. Does Cerulege kill me from here? Bitter Blade to a Lomomola. Damn. Oh, that's level 100. I was like, oh my god, that's so much damage. Bitter Blade doesn't do anything. Close Combat I also don't think does anything to me. I think I need to switch for the HP on this. If he bulks up, we're in a tough spot, though. I live 1 hit. I don't want to be in Spike's range. I think the safe play is sack Gudra, because we can sneak. Gretzky can still sneak. No, we sack Gretzky, because it's got the least amount of HP. And if he Bitter Blades, I don't want him having a ton of HP back. Because if I live by some grace of God and we get a Shadow Sneak off, that's good chip at least. But I just don't want to give him anything. Oh, he has to. I should have attacked. Tough. If he's weak armor though, you know, what are you playing with? You're just playing with a freeze at that point. Here we are going to. I don't want to Shadow Sneak him if he's weak armor. We're gonna Spirit Break in this situation. We're gonna hope he SDs again. He Shadow Sneaks. It is going to kill us. If I Shadow Sneaked, it wouldn't matter. He still outspeeds me because our speed is half. Alomomola versus Cerulege at +2. Close Combat is 46 to 54. Liquidation into the Fairy type is not a ton. It's 198 after 2 spikes. We live, but we do not kill. So, I mean, we have to go Paul Coffey. No, I need to go into this now. Try to get some damage off. Obviously, it's definitely offensive Cerulege. Close Combat has a roll to kill at 132. 132. Close Combat can kill. Shadow Sneak and Bitter Blade do not. It is close. We are going to Liquidation, but I'm pretty sure this is GG to Goldoa. Oh, he's just got Bitter Blade. I mean, he's going to take his HP back, of course. It's a lot of HP, too, because it's Aloe. Unfortunate. We get the Liquidation off. Yeah, he gets that. Defense is going to drop. Or is he weak armor? He's not weak armor. Dang. So he's not even weak armor. Wow, okay. I could have played around that a lot better then. We're going to lose 2-0. It's not the way we want to start the season, especially at home. Home games are very important, and we didn't come up with a W here. He does crit. A couple, I think, high rolls on the Garchomp cost us a little bit early game. The Thundy, I think I played all right. But those jabs had to have been max rolls both times unless it's adamant chomp. We don't know until after the battle, of course. I think I positioned all right. There's not a lot more I could realistically do. I didn't fully expect Terra Fairy out of Sorulege. We prepped a lot for Terra Fire because I thought it matched very well into me. Yeah, nothing you could do. Tip your hat to Goldoa. It's GG's. He played very well. I can't take anything away from him. And yeah, that's going to be it. Sorry, guys, couldn't come out with the W this week, but we will be back next week with more GBA action. My name is DDubble, but you can just call me Dell, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Take care. Happy Sunday.